Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm going to jump right in today. So, today's topic of choice is joy, finding joy in hard times. So I know that's something pretty tricky. Something that can be tricky, sticky, icky, undesirable, and just plain old tough to deal with. And we all go through it. We have tough times. We have times of despair, times of we're highly emotional, or things just aren't going our way, and it can really get you. And who thinks about being joyous or happy or feeling a little bit uplifted in those times? I mean, those are the times where none of that exists. It escapes your mind, it escapes your world. Like, you don't know that emotion, you don't know that feeling. It's just because negative is just so powerful. It could be a little negative like this, and before you know it, it has created an impact in you that is this big. And that's just how it is. So, finding joy in hard times. How do you do that? Well, here are three things, okay? Three things that I personally try and use and do in my own day-to-day life and any time that this may occur. My first thing is my dog. I have a puppy, 5-month-old pit. Love that guy. Like, he's literally a kid. He's my kid, and he always manages, when I'm upset, I have to scold him for doing something. He always manages to make me smile and make me feel just this pure joy and happiness within. Like, he's a great dog, and he just a goofy guy. Like, he's a goofy ass dog, and he just literally knows how to make me smile. He knows how to make me laugh. He feels when I'm upset. He feels when I'm not me at the moment, and he always knows exactly what to do. So, big shouts out to my dog Draco. And that's one thing. If you have any animals, pets that you have a close relationship with, that you love dearly, take some time. Well, maybe they're not always around, and that's a case as well. They're not always going to be around us when we feel like that. But the thought of that should be empowering enough, because you know how it feels. You've experienced it before, so oh man, when he does this or she does this, or that one time, you reminisce and you bring up those things. You start to change your thought process. You start to drown out that negative, and then before you know it, it's like magic. You're less upset, you feel less tension, and before you know it, as that one seed is planted and you keep watering it with uplifting things, you will sprout it and will grow, and then before you know it, you are out of it, and then you feel that relief, and you're like, thank God, that's over. I don't want to deal with that. I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to feel like that. So that's number one. Number two, I'm a big buff on comedy. I love comedy. I'm a pretty goofy, funny guy myself. I like to make people laugh. I feel like laughter is that's the best drug ever. If you're gonna do drugs, laugh. That's, to me, it feels great. It feels great. It's like a full body just bliss. You can't beat it. Like that, it's a happiness that is just it's impeccable. I love it. So I like to look at comedy. We all have. There's so much different comedy things going on these days. So it's really up to you, your personal preference on what you find to be funny, your sense of humor, your preferences, who you think's funny, what you think's funny. But whatever it is, you know, target it, go after it, engulf yourself in it. You know, if there's times that social media is okay, if there's a time when being on your phone is okay, is a time like this where you don't feel so good, you're kind of upset, you're feeling down, or you're feeling mad. You know, instead of scrolling and putting more negative, seeing other people's nonsense, their BS, you know, and that just adds on to yours, because then you start, you know, it evokes more emotion, more like, oh man, yay, like damn, like, oh, that's right, that's true, ooh, whatever. So you kind of want to steer away from that. Be more direct on what you're gonna search, what you're gonna look, what you're gonna input through your eyes, through your ears. You know, be careful. So, you know, go on, search up something in particular. So, you know, I like to look at old comedic legends, look at old skits, old shows. You know, I mean, that right there is, you can't, like, you know, sometimes I just can't help but laugh, or, you know, crack a smile, is because, you know, like, they have some funny material, like their material's good. So I watch past, present, you know, and that helps. You know, it's all about putting that seed in your head of something positive, something uplifting, something with the right direction. You know, you want to get out, you went right, you want to get, you know what I mean, you want to get back on track. You went off course, you veered off course. So, you know, these are little things that can help you get back on track. So comedy, you know, funny things. I mean, I don't know about a lot of people find these memes and these videos people make to be funny. I mean, I don't know if I fully want to say, yeah, go for that, but I mean, to me, that's like low-key just as poisonous as the garbage that people post. Well, it's a part of the garbage that people post, so I don't know how I feel about that one. But I mean, I guess to each their own, and if it works for you and that's what you want, then I guess, because at the end of the day, you got to do what your heart desires. So I can only encourage and, you know, make suggestions. I'm not here to force anything upon anybody. I'm just here using my words, my voice, and to just implement goodness, help you be positive, help everybody feel a little better. So, you know, that's that. So my third thing would be, and I'm gonna say this before I say it, disclaimer, I do not promote, I do not encourage any underage viewers of mine to go out and do this. You know, I do not encourage you to do illicit things. You know, I'm not gonna call it a drug, because it's not a drug. That's one of the most biggest loads of crap that people have put into people's head, that they call marijuana, which is what I'm talking about, a drug. It's not a drug, okay? Drugs are usually things that men have put their hands on, or have their hands in, and they have manipulated it and fabricated it in certain ways. So those are drugs, all right? What comes from the earth, I can't consider it a drug. So that being said, my third thing is Mary Jane. You know, sometimes it could be a little tough. Sometimes negativity, sometimes bad can get a little sticky. So, you know, it's like a sticky, like it feels like you can't get it off you. You can't shake it, you know? So in those little sticky times, I'll enjoy a session. Help me release, you know? Help me release that. Get censored. So that would be my third thing. You know, like I said, I don't encourage any of my younger audience to do that. I wouldn't promote that. I am pro-choice, obviously, but you know, I'm an adult. I've made that choice in my life, so that's just what that is. So those are my three things. There's plenty of other things that you can do. I mean, like, go for a walk exercise, you know what I mean? Let's get active, let's get outside, let's enjoy nature, naturality, things that are real, like, you know what I mean? Like the grass that grows from the ground is real, you know what I mean? Let's stay away from all this fake, you know, made up stuff that ain't always good for us, you know what I mean? Let's go outside, let's go to the beach. I know people love the beach, especially if you in Florida, you love the beach, you know what I mean? It's like, I see everybody, oh, beach, 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 you know what I mean? So go to the beach, enjoy the beach, take a football, take a frisbee, go play volleyball at the beach, get some friends, you know what I mean? But be careful on which friends you choose, man. Make sure your friends is ready for what energy you trying to get, what the energy levels you trying to achieve. So be careful with that. You know what I mean? Don't just invite, you know, whoever just to fill in the roster. Nah, like, you know what I mean? Treat that shit like the NBA draft, my nigga. I want top picks. I want the top 5 on my team, nigga. I ain't bringing no foo-foo niggas around me. And to be honest, I don't know no foo-foo niggas because I already done deleted them niggas from my world. So, that being said, get yourself a squad. If you don't got a squad, hey, the foundation, what we working on is gonna, you know, have people of that caliber. You know, more and more people are gonna come out of the woodworks now once we start getting these things going. You know, once we start pushing this and we get people to, you know, step out of that shell, step out of that, you know, step out of the back room. You know, a lot of people feel and think the same, but they're in the back room. You know, they ain't ready to step on stage. They're afraid of the audience, and that's okay. We here to break that mold. We here to say, nah, no way, we ain't gonna let that happen. We gonna say and do and be. So, with that being said, I'm gonna take off. I already passed my limits here. I went past my little time, man. So, you know, until next time.